Welcome to episode 5 of the Allie-RX Show, starring yours truly. And welcome to the very final review of 2013. To end 2013, we're going to take a look at a crossover RPG meant only for hardcore fans. That game is Namco X Capcom, only for the PlayStation 2 and only released in Japan. It's an epic story of characters from two worlds crossing over and teaming up and facing a dark presence. So how good is Namco X Capcom? Let's find out. Before I start this review, I should point out that this is a translated ROM of Namco X Capcom made by a fan. So if you notice that all the text is in English, that's why. So the story mode of this game takes place in the year 20XX. It centers around two agents of a special unit called Shinra. The main characters are Reiji, Arisu, and Xiaomu, if that's how you pronounce her name. In Japan, the two investigate on some sort of sleeping sickness along with other unusual things happening. Eventually, things become much worse. Soon, heroes and villains from both Namco and Capcom worlds encounter each other, and the villains from both worlds get involved in this catastrophe. Now it's up to the heroes to end this catastrophe once and for all. If you're a die-hard Namco and or Capcom fan, you're gonna love this story. But now that we've covered the story, let's take a look at the gameplay. As you can see, Namco X Capcom is a tactical RPG similar to games like Super Robot Taisen. It also borrows elements from action RPGs. The heroes are mostly set up in pairs, although some of them fight alone like Ryu, Ken, and Jin Kazama. Each character takes a turn in moving and attacking. However, if you move near an enemy, you'll also get a chance to attack in the same turn. Once you approach an enemy, you'll go into battle, and this is where it borrows from action RPGs. At the very center of the screen, it shows all of the commands to do your attacks. Circle, circle plus left, circle plus right, circle plus up, and circle plus down. If your gauge is full, you can press triangle to perform your special attack. Sometimes characters have two attacks, normal and mass attack, or MA. Once you select mass attack, your character does some major damage to the enemy without pressing any commands. Once it's the enemy's turn to move and attack, you go into defense mode in battle. Here, you have to press a direction on the D-pad at the right time, and if you press the right direction more than once, your chances of healing increase. But trust me, it's not very easy. You have to be very, very good at timing. I have mixed feelings about the gameplay though. It works well as a tactical RPG, but as an action RPG, it feels monotonous and repetitive at times. Plus, when characters take turns on the map, it feels random sometimes. For example, when I was playing as Sakura or Karin and I was fighting the moves from Klonoa, the moves took turns twice before I could make my move. Overall, the gameplay is decent. Not great, but nowhere near bad or terrible. The character roster in this game is huge. You may not notice it in the beginning, but as you progress, more and more characters from both worlds show up and it becomes ludicrously huge. You got characters from Street Fighter, Klonoa, Mega Man Legends, Darkstalkers, Tekken, Ghosts and Goblins, Dino Crisis, Resident Evil, Strider, and even some obscure games like Bravo Man or Wonder Momo. And while this is only a fan-made translation, I think the dialogue in this game is very clever and witty. Hell, it even pokes fun at times because of how over the top the storyline is. This is how crossover games should be. The soundtrack is fucking awesome! I think the soundtrack is what shines the most about this game. Every original song in this game is very memorable. The opening theme is called Brave New World and it is fucking amazing. Here, have a listen. All in all, Namco X Capcom is a good game, but only for a specific audience. If you love Namco games and or Capcom games, You'll definitely enjoy this. It was meant only for hardcore fans of both franchises. But if you're not, then you might want to skip this one, especially due to the storyline, which will not make sense at all if you're not into Namco or Capcom. I give Namco X Capcom a silver. There are two follow-ups to Namco X Capcom. The first one is called Cross Edge for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It features characters from Namco, Capcom, and the company that published the Disgaea games. The second one is called Project Cross Zone for the Nintendo 3DS, and it features characters from Namco, Capcom, and Sega. I've played this one, and I can tell you that it is a big improvement over Namco X Capcom. So that was my review of Namco X Capcom here on the Allie-RX Show. Now I want your opinion. Did you enjoy this review? Did you agree with it? Or did you think otherwise? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if you really enjoyed this review, make sure you share it with your friends so that others can enjoy. I'm Allie-RX, and I want to wish you all a happy holidays and happy new year. Next month, January, is Retro Month here on the Allie-RX Show. See you in the year 2014.